Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm Malik Haj, and this is War Alert. Brothers and sisters, we are at war. The abomination of desolation is taking place right now. And the world is witnessing this abomination of desolation. Brothers and sisters, this genocide that is taking place in Palestine by the hands of false Israel, that is backed, supplied, and funded by America and Britain. These nations, the West, that are protecting false Israel as they carry out this genocide. Nations are calling for war crimes, genocide. Nations are been made angry about this genocide. Nations are protesting all over the world. However, brothers and sisters, it hasn't stopped false Israel's aggression. It hasn't stopped America's funding and backing, Britain's funding and backing false Israel and the West. It hasn't stopped their dedication in protecting false Israel. So, brothers and sisters, nations have been made angry about this. So, how does this affect us as a people? Brothers and sisters, what you're witnessing in the Middle East is about to escalate. And the scriptures state that, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation standing, which is spoken of by through Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, let the reader understand. Understand the time that the world is in from scripture standpoint. Now, brothers and sisters, 1619 to 2019 is a 400-year period that Abraham's seed would endure through in this strange land. This Abraham covenant, the covenant is for a land. The covenant all right. In the Abraham covenant is in the same day the Lord made a covenant. This is an agreement. This is a contract. This is a covenant. Because we're gonna keep it that covenant, because those are what something that represent a covenant, but this is a covenant that has been made with Abram from God, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land from the great river Egypt unto the great river Euphrates. So you have this covenant that speaks on this land that is God promised to Abraham's seed, which is called the promised land, a land full of milk and honey. Now, the Christians say America is their promised land. The false Jews are occupiers and saying that Palestine belongs to them. And it's supposed to be their promised land. The house of Saudi Arabia is sitting on this land from the great river Egypt to the great river Euphrates. And they're saying they're Ishmael's seed. And it's that their land. However, brothers and sisters, the vision that that Abraham had, and when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards they shall come out with afterwards they shall come out with great substance. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, and thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquities of the Amorites are not yet full. Now, brothers and sisters, everyone wants a promised land. In America, the Christians, you can say this is a promised land for them, because they robbed, stole, and pillaged the world with permission from the God. They were given permission to rule the world. So they carried out here in America, they've carried out their true nature. They have stolen, raped, killed, glutted, drank, fed, and be merry. And they think that they got away with this without consequence. No consequence. However, brothers and sisters, the false Jews that been set up by America, they're claiming that they're the true seed of Abraham, the Ishmaelites, but none of them can bear witness or have been through the vision that Abraham's seed will go through. None of them have been through the vision. The only people that has been through the vision is the original black man and woman of America. It's the only ones. And we submitted and went through it for 400 years. We didn't fight back like everyone else. So, brothers and sisters, after the 400 years, which is 2020, because the 400-year period went from 1619 to 2019. That's a total of 400 years. And afterwards, the scriptures let you know that a plague would break out that will kill the firstborn of Egypt. And the firstborn, brothers and sisters, are the elderly. The elder, that means the oldest are the firstborn. So this plague that they called SARS is to keep C-19. Let's call it that. Didn't pass over the Caucasian nations. Didn't pass over America. Didn't pass over false Israel. Didn't pass over many nations. However, the plague passed over the original people over the planet. They said that the original black man and woman over the planet was they must have been, we were not affected by it. We wasn't dying from it. However, they were passing from it. So, brothers and sisters, the false Jews' religion, they live the Passover. And when they seen that this passed over us, they understood the time that they were in. They understand how much time that they have left, brothers and sisters. Now, you have the Passover. You have the George Floyd 5-month plague. Then you also have the JCPOA, which it was shared that they're not going to go back into, and Iran didn't go back into it. Then you have in September, the scripture said, when they're saying peace and safety. Let me get that up since we have it available. All right, here we are, brothers and sisters. It said, while people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come up on them suddenly, as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. So, in in September of 2023, Netanyahu went to the UN with Joe Biden, speaking on this massive peace agreement and the implications that it will bring to the Middle East, and how the region will find peace and safety in this agreement or peace deal that they were planning on. And then a couple of weeks later, the abomination of desolation. Straight in order from unsealed scripture and what's been the detailed information that's been given to you years in advance, spoken on this way, that way, but constantly giving you the truth of detailed information that is came in full circle straight down the pipe. Exactly how it's been shared from the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seventh seal, Daniel the prophet, Joshua. Now, brothers and sisters, we are infected. Our nation is infected. We have a cancer cell that is among us. We have found ourselves in love, attached with this cancer cell because you think this cancer cell is your brother or your sister or your auntie. Brothers and sisters, there's the original black man and woman. And then there's the demons that been produced by their Caucasian white fathers. Caucasian white men. Which, in speaking on that, is exactly the chief demon, the main cancer, the chief cancer patient is Louis Farrakhan. Because his father is Percival Clark, a white, Caucasian, Portuguese Jew. That he's the seed of. So, in that, because he's the seed of a devil, that makes him a demon, a black-faced devil. And brothers and sisters, that is what we're plagued with, because a cancer cell, if you and look how cancer works, they imitate, they impersonate a cell and make themselves look like they look like a cell, but it's a cancer cell. It's not the original cell or a healthy cell. It's a cell, it's an outside cell, which is a cancer to the other cells. And we've been sold this cancer into the fabric of our nation from our open enemies. And the scriptures call them the chaff of the wheat. And it tells you that I will sow my seed in you. What does that mean? It's the chaff in the wheat. So we have to get rid of, in coming together, the chaff. We have to separate the chaff from the wheat. So, brothers and sisters, No one wants you to understand and know that you're the true seed of Abraham and that you are the gods and the goddesses. You have to get your mind back. You have to start thinking right. However, 2020 caused them to really push and know they had to get on the ball. Their reality is about to come to an end, brothers and sisters. Now, the abomination of desolation has escalated, and the world is bracing for World War III. Think on that, brothers and sisters. As we're sharing with you, this abomination of desolation is the greatest sign given in human history of the time. And it's the trigger to the apocalypse. And the nations are bracing for, listen, World War III. Meaning, the world is about to go into a full scale war. And the war, the apocalypse, is a war of wars that will take this reality out. Now, brothers and sisters, this reality, the implications of what World War III would bring, not just to false Israel. They're letting you know that false Israel is going to be annihilated or destroyed. However, the same thing you're seeing with false Israel in their genocide and that's exactly what's going to take. They're killing women and children, starving them to death. Think that over. How is thousands of truckloads of food, water, and all the things that could feed these people? They will deny them access to it. So they're going to reap what they sow. Everything they're doing is about to backfire on them, and as well as America, because America is backing, protecting, funding, and supplying this genocide. They're protecting false Israel and carrying out this genocide. And why? Brothers and sisters, they cannot let false Israel fail. False Israel has been set up to counter the narrative that you're the true seed of Abraham, that they're the true seed of Abraham. But the scriptures let you know the vision, they don't have the vision. And the God is about to remove them so that you can understand who you are, black man and woman, that you can recognize and come in with the understanding of your vision and understanding that this world that you're living in is coming to a close and that a time of unprecedented trouble is coming to your doorstep real soon. Soon and very soon, brothers and sisters. The implications of World War III from their point of view shares with you the economy not just in America, but the European economy is at the highest risk ever to a total crash in days. So they're begging, they're trying to plead for Iran not to make this move. However, see, they're boastful people, they're proud people, and they think that they can, well, if they're gonna do it, in the back of their mind, they think that, well, if they do, we'll just destroy them. We'll just take what we want. So that's in the back of their mind. But the scriptures say that Michael and his angels, who are Iran and Syria, like we shared, the dragon and his angels, the house of Saudi Arabia, America, Britain, false Israel, they're going to be, false Israel is going to be sieged and destroyed, and the rest of them are going to get kicked out the Middle East. There will be no place found in heaven for them. And it's going to cause an economic crash because the European system, economy, think on it, brothers and sisters, everything that's done operates off of this oil and gas. Their lights, the food chain. How can you do anything without oil and gas? Their war machine, their military, they need fuel to keep for the power, or what they call power. They got this big military, and that's what's going to break the pride of their power. Not having this fault, the dragon not having access to the oil that fuels their reality. It is going to bring Europe crashing down overnight. However, Russia has oil, and they're going to give oil to Germany to assist them in going to war with America. So, brothers and sisters, these things are being done to keep your mind in this oblivious to what's taking place around you, in a dream state, not using your head at all, not even understanding that a war in this magnitude, at this magnitude, is about to take place any day, and the original black man and woman is sleepwalking. Really doesn't even question or see it or understand or act like it's something that they're speaking on, but it's not real. However, this is being done by the God so that reality, the pressure from reality, and say that you're going to be thrown into the fire, brothers and sisters, so it can purify you, cause you to start thinking, because when you wake up, you don't have lights, you don't have running water, you can't just go to the store, you don't have food. Oh, It's chaos, war. It's the country's in a chaotic state. Famine and people being attacked and ate. Cannibalism is going to be taking place, brothers and sisters. It won't be a dog and cat or a rat found. This is what's about to take place. So this line is about to be removed, false Israel. And brothers and sisters, America and Britain is going to attack all blacks before false Israel is sieged and destroyed. They're going to attack us all. They have to do this before false Israel goes down. Now, we're going to see the warning from the messenger of the covenant. The messenger of the covenant will suddenly appear in the messenger's temple in the nation of Islam and begin to teach us and to send off this, put the warning out to our people to flee. That's what it states in the abomination of desolation, to flee to the mountains, to flee. Flee because they're going to attack us all, because they know that the reality of what's taking place with them, and from scripture standpoint, what the scripture said was going to happen and what's happening. Brothers and sisters, you're not thinking, you might not be thinking, might be paying attention, but they're paying attention. And when they see, and when it comes in full circle that this is exactly, that they know this the God is after us, we're about to go down, that's going to cause them to attack us all, brothers and sisters. And before they're kicked out the Middle East, they're going to send a national security alert. America and Britain's going to send out a national security alert to attack all of us, to attack us all. Now, I'm going to bring this to a close, brothers and sisters. The message of the covenant is going to get us, when he goes to the NOI and the NOI come to him, the first thing he will do is preach this gospel all over. This gospel, the angel, will be preached all over the world. And it will be sharing with us to flee so that we can come together as a mighty nation overnight to protect our women and children and families, brother, as we prepare our minds, our discipline with discipline, our eating with the 5 pillars of Islam, so that we can be successful as we go through a time of unprecedented trouble, the time of going through the tribulations. So, brothers and sisters, no one wants us to know who we are. No one wants you to know that this is what's about to take place. No one's speaking on this but the messenger of the covenant. Everyone else is cancer cells, liars, thieves, agents and enemies against the God, against the messenger of the covenant, against Joshua, against Master Farah Muhammad. So I'm gonna bring this to a close, brothers and sisters. Don't be fooled. Look at what's taking place. You are gods and goddesses, brothers and sisters. And we have to come together as a nation in harmonic motion so that we can return to our land, and we're going to come out of here with great substance because we have what we need in our mind. It just takes the Injil for you to get your minds back. Now, I'm going to bring this to a close and greet you in the greeting words of peace, brothers and sisters. And assalamu alaikum.